Every gamer has a story about a glitch. Sometimes it's hilarious, sometimes it's frustrating, and sometimes it becomes the kind of legend people still talk about decades later. Glitches aren't just mistakes in the code. They're the unpredictable moments that remind us video games are alive in their own weird way. So today, we're diving into the top 8 game glitches of all time. Some of these made players laugh until their sides hurt. Some broke competitive play. And a few were so famous, they became part of gaming culture itself. Stick with me, because number 1 is the kind of glitch that turned millions of players into treasure hunters overnight. Number 8. The swimming car in GTA, San Andreas. When Grand Theft Auto San Andreas released in 2004, it gave players a massive open world unlike anything they'd seen before. But along with gang wars, jetpacks, and cheat codes came one of the strangest glitches in GTA history. Normally, drive your car into water and that's it. Game over, car sinks, CJ starts swimming. But thanks to this glitch, some cars didn't sink at all. They floated. They glided across the water like sleek speedboats. For players, it was like Rockstar had hidden an entire secret mode. Suddenly, the map doubled in size. The rivers, lakes, and oceans weren't barriers anymore. They were highways. You could chase police boats, cruise into forbidden areas, and laugh as your car boat skimmed across the waves. It wasn't just a bug. For many, it felt like a magical discovery. Gamers shared it on forums, showing off water cars like prized collectibles. Even though Rockstar eventually patched it, the swimming car glitch still lives on as one of the most beloved happy accidents in GTA history. Number 7. The flying mammoth in Skyrim, The Elder Scrolls 5. Skyrim is already full of dragons, magic, and epic quests. But nothing in the lore ever explained the day players saw giant woolly mammoths soaring into the sky. Here's how it went down. You're wandering through the tundra, minding your own business. Out of nowhere, a mammoth rises off the ground, slowly at first, then shooting up like a NASA rocket. Sometimes it would drift away into the clouds. Other times it would vanish completely, leaving you staring at empty sky, wondering what just happened. At first, people thought it was a one-off, but then clip after clip started flooding YouTube. Suddenly, flying mammoths became a meme. Was it the giants' fault? Were they accidentally launching mammoths with their super strength attacks? Was Bethesda trolling us? The truth is, it was just physics gone wrong. But the glitch turned into one of Skyrim's most iconic quirks, reminding us that in Tamriel, even gravity isn't guaranteed. Number 6. The Javelin glitch in Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2. This glitch was so infamous, it practically broke the multiplayer scene. In Modern Warfare 2, players discovered a deadly exploit with the Javelin rocket launcher. If you armed it in just the right way, your soldier became a walking bomb. Here's what it meant. The moment you died, you exploded. Not a small explosion either. A massive one that wiped out anyone nearby. Imagine storming a hallway with your squad, taking down an enemy, and then the entire team vanishes in a chain reaction. It was pure chaos. Players called it unfair. Some refused to play until it was patched. But others leaned into the madness, turning matches into kamikaze battlefields. For weeks, Modern Warfare wasn't just a shooter. It was an explosion simulator. Infinity Ward eventually patched it out. But the Javelin glitch remains one of those moments where a simple coding error turned competitive matches upside down. Number 5. MissingNo in Pokémon Red and Blue. If you grew up with a Game Boy, this glitch is legendary. The MissingNo glitch, short for missing number, wasn't just a bug. It was childhood mythology. The setup was simple. Surf along the coast of Cinnabar Island, and instead of encountering normal Pokémon, you'd meet a strange, blocky mess of pixels. This was MissingNo, a creature that wasn't supposed to exist. Its cry was distorted, its shape was broken, but it was catchable, and catching it came with a bonus: item duplication. Suddenly, that single rare candy or master ball in your bag turned into hundreds. Kids discovered this in the 90s and spread it like playground gossip. Have you seen MissingNo? It gives you infinite items. Of course, it wasn't all good. Some saves corrupted. Hall of Fame data turned into garbled nonsense. But that didn't stop anyone. MissingNo wasn't just a glitch. It was a rite of passage. It blurred the line between myth and reality. And even decades later, it's one of the most famous gaming glitches of all time. Number 4. The endless fall in Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is known for smooth parkour, epic assassinations, and cinematic leaps of faith. But every so often, those leaps didn't end in haystacks. They ended in oblivion. Players would dive off rooftops, only for the ground to disappear. The streets, the buildings, the entire map simply stopped loading. And then your assassin would fall, and fall, and fall. No bottom, no stopping point, just endless black void. Controllers rattled as characters flailed helplessly through nothingness. For some, it ruined missions. For others, it became comedy gold. Clips of assassins plummeting forever spread online, leaving fans joking that Ubisoft had created an Assassin's Creed space program. It was frustrating, yes, but it was also one of those glitches that gave the series its own weird charm. Number 3. The rubber-limbed players in FIFA. When you buy a FIFA game, you expect realism. Perfect stadiums, authentic teams, lifelike animations. But sometimes, FIFA delivered something else entirely. Nightmare fuel disguised as slapstick comedy. Players collided and suddenly their bodies stretched in impossible ways. Arms twisted backwards, necks bent like rubber bands, legs kicked in directions that would break actual human bones. Goalkeepers dove at ghosts, strikers glitched into the crowd, and sometimes the ball itself defied physics, spinning into another dimension. These glitches turned ordinary matches into viral gold. Entire YouTube channels thrived on FIFA glitch compilations, where realism gave way to absurdity. For fans, they weren't flaws, they were highlights. Proof that even the world's game could get weird fast. Number 2. The Door of Time. Skip in Zelda, Ocarina of Time. For many, Ocarina of Time is the greatest game ever made. But for speedrunners, it's also the greatest game ever broken. The most famous exploit? The Door of Time skip. Normally, players had to collect spiritual stones before passing through the sacred door. But with perfect movements, you could bypass it completely, skipping huge sections of the story. Suddenly, the game wasn't about exploring dungeons, it was about breaking them. Runners cut hours of gameplay into minutes, and a new competitive scene was born. The glitch inspired strategies, tournaments, and endless experimentation. Even today, players are still finding fresh ways to shave seconds off their times, thanks to the Door of Time skip. This wasn't just a glitch. It was a cultural shift that shaped speedrunning forever. Number 1. The X-ray glitch in Minecraft. Finally, at number 1, we have the glitch that turned millions of players into treasure hunters. The Minecraft X-ray glitch. Minecraft is about survival, mining, and discovery. But with X-ray glitches, players could see straight through the world. By manipulating textures or placing certain blocks, the ground became transparent. Suddenly, every hidden cave, every pocket of diamonds, every enemy stronghold was exposed. It was like cheating with X-ray vision goggles. No more guesswork, no more random digging, just instant riches. Of course, it ruined the spirit of survival, but that didn't stop players from using it. In fact, it became so popular that modders created entire X-ray resource packs, turning a glitch into a permanent feature. Even after patches, players still talk about the X-ray glitch as one of the most powerful bugs in gaming history. It didn't just break the game, it redefined how people played it. And that's our list. 8 glitches that changed the way we see video games. Some were hilarious, some were unfair, and some created entire new communities. Glitches remind us that video games aren't just code, they're living worlds, and sometimes those worlds break in the funniest ways possible. So tell me, which glitch blew your mind the most? Drop your answer in the comments. And if you enjoyed this trip through gaming chaos, smash that like button, subscribe for more, and don't forget to hit the bell so you never miss a video. Until next time, keep gaming, and maybe keep an eye out for the next glitch.